And that is why you cut your wire, people. Welcome back to Right Now Powder Coating. In today's video, we're going to talk about something that's overlooked with powder coaters, and that's having a welder on hand. Because when you get some of these parts in, especially old ag parts or whatever it may be, you might need to do a little bit of repair on them before. So getting a nice welder is key. A lot of people think that you've got to go with like a Miller or a Lincoln or something like that. This company here reached out to us, sent us their brand new 3-in-1 welder. So we're going to give this a try today. It comes with everything you're going to need to not only do MIG welding. It comes with the flux core, so no gas needed. But you can also do stick welding with this as well. I have not used it at all, so we're going to get it set up. We're going to give it a try. But if you are in the powder coating business and you don't have a welder, this might be a good option for you. It's very affordable, and it'll get you by with 99% of the little repairs that you might have to do to make sure that that customer's product is ready for payment. Pretty standard in here. We're going to go ahead and get the wire loaded. It's got a nice little tiny knob there, so you can open this all up. You gotta be really careful with these reels because they will unspool on you. And I didn't check the wheel to see if it's set up for this wire, but I'm going to assume it is. I'm going to lock it back down, get it nice and tight. So far, so good. This is a little bit different. I've never had a torch that had a separate plug-in. But I'm going to assume we're going to want to solder. All right, so we've got our ground attached, we've got our gun attached. We're going to get it plugged in, try and feed the wire through. I do like to take off the tips before doing that so that they feed through easier. All right, no power to the unit. So I'm going to try and take off this back cover and see if there's like a wire loose or something. A lot of times when we get product in from overseas, including like electron powder coating guns, just the vibration and the movement from shipping can make things come disconnected. And a lot of times if we have no power to our guns, it's literally like a wire came loose from the plug. So I'm going to check it real quick. There's no like fuse on the outside or anything that I can see to reset. So we're going to dive in, and I don't even know how to take this thing apart, but we'll see what we can see. Can't really access anything yet. Oops. Man. This is the worst part of having ADHD is I don't mind tearing things apart, but when I have to go put it back together, it's a nightmare. All right, so wire, I'm assuming goes to that terminal down there because it's the only one without a can you see it? Right down at the bottom there. So it's very common for these quick connects to just slide off. And that goes right to our switch. And actually it's super, well, it's on there now. So that should be the fix. Should be. All right, we got it all back together. Hopefully it works. Moment of truth. Yes, nice. It's actually a pretty cool display there. So here you can see it's in stick mode, which we're not gonna do. That's lift and TIG, and then flux, which is what we're gonna be doing. That's the wire, 0.030 is what's in there. And then this is our amperage. So we're just gonna start at 30. We'll see how it does and we'll go from there. How did it know? It just like stopped. I did notice it has a slow feed on it, so when you start welding, it's actually a very slow and then it picks up the pace, which some people like and some people don't. All right, we're ready to go. All right, so we've got our ground on our metal table. Grounding out our part. We're gonna get a fresh edge. And I need my helmet because I don't want to do this without it. That was not great. I'm gonna give it a little more burn. We're gonna go to 45. And try to keep our helmet on. That was better. It'll get a little hotter. I wonder what it goes up to. A lot. It goes up a lot. 135 amps. And we started at like 30 or 35. So we're gonna get a little bit hotter, maybe, let's try 75. And that is why you cut your wire, people. Oh yeah, now we're burning. All right, go in and look at that a little bit closer. Clean it off here. That's a pretty good little tack weld there. It seems to be burning good. There's a lot of adjustability in this. We're getting decent penetration on the bottom with our heat. Actually, even on our slower amperage there. Let's do another one back here and let's just go to 100 and see what happens. That was hot. I couldn't even see what I was doing there. That's impressive. I think I ruined the part, but that was some heat. It's more than I need. Oh yeah, dang, that's nice. Good penetration on the backside. I like to do the drop test here. I know it's pretty scientific. You just throw it on the ground. And it didn't break, so that means we're winning. So that is SEFASPE. I don't know how to say it. Someone told me once, but I forgot. Not a bad little welder. I will link it down below if you guys want to check it out and the price. Something like this though can really save you on little jobs. If someone brings you in like a bracket and it's got a crack in it or a car part that needs welded up, we've got a miller, but this one is actually way more efficient to use just because we don't have to mess with the gas or anything. This is the second welder they've actually sent me, so we've used the other one quite a bit. It's a little bit bigger of a setup and it takes gas. and it will do the flux core. The thing about this is the flux core is available everywhere. You can get it super easy. Low entry point. This thing is pretty sweet though. It's got a lot of feedback in it, and I feel like it's adjusting as I'm welding. It gave a really clean weld, and I don't know how to weld. So check it out if you're in the market for a welder. It's a great addition if you're a powder coater. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Our new social media and marketing manager is starting probably by the time you see this. So you're going to see a lot more educational videos and what we've got going on in the powder coating shop coming up. Until then, get out and powder coat something.